I am also I am also a Air Force military veteran. I work full-time for the government, and I'm supposed to be being a travel agent as a part-time consultant, but that seemed to be turning quickly into a full-time position. So what we're going to talk about today is how to book vacation homes, because we are getting into the summer months. Everybody's taking vacation. So we're going to go through some of the process of booking vacation homes, okay? So before you get started, the first thing you need to do is qualify your clients. By qualifying your clients, I mean, these are some of the steps you need to do. You begin by conducting a thorough consultation with the client to understand their vacation preference, including destination, travel dates, group size, budget, and desired amenities. You'll also discuss discuss the benefits of vacation homes, such as privacy, space, and flexibility in gathering specific requirements for the property, such as the number of rooms, proximity to attractions, and preferred amenities, such as the pool, the ocean, the view, and the kitchen. Some more property search and selections, you'll utilize a variety of resources, including vacation rental websites, property management companies, and local contracts to research available vacation homes that match the client criteria. You'll narrow down options based on the client preference, the budget, and availabilities, considering factors such as location, size, styles, and review from previous guests. You'll create a list of recommended properties to present to the clients along with detailed description, photos, and prices. So at this point here, I'm gonna stop sharing and we're gonna do a couple of bookings to show you, just to walk you through how to book some shares, okay? 1 second, please. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do is Expedia tab. Once you're logged in as a travel agent, you first of all, you'll go up here and select the location that you want to go to. I selected Cancun. The dates I selected was October the 10th through October the 15th, and I selected 2 travelers in 1 room. So then you will come down here to the left-hand side over here, and you will filter through what you're looking for, okay? So personally, I don't like to book anything less than a 4-star resort. So I selected 4 stars, and I selected 4 bedrooms here. And we're gonna select the townhouse. Okay. So once we selected that, we went through all of our selection to see which one we want. And so right now, I'm just gonna select one of the resorts that we're gonna look at. And I'm gonna select this luxury beachfront right here. Okay. Give me 1 second. It's forcing me to sign back in. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing for just a second because it's forcing me to sign back in. Okay, since that one won't do right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna share with the top villa. In respect for everybody's time, we're gonna do top villa right now. So if you go to top villa, once you register with them, You will sign in as a travel agent right here. And then it'll ask you, where do you want to go? I like to go to Atlanta because that's a high popular vacation destination for everybody. And then you select your dates. I'm going to select the dates from July 11th through July 16th. Okay. Then I click the search. Over here to your left, it asking you how many bedrooms. I'm going to put a minimum of 6 bedrooms. And I am going to have a maximum of 6 bedrooms. Then it asks you how many bathrooms. I want probably 6 bathrooms as well. Okay. So once you scroll down, it'll start showing you the different properties that you want to look at. You have the option, you have the pools in them. And then what I would do is I start taking a look at some of the properties like this one right here. And I look at, this is Reunion Resort 112. So before I decide which one I want for my clients, I start taking a look at the property and see if it's something that I like. And most important, if it's something that I would like to book for my clients, okay? And I think this here would be a great vacation home to have my clients go to. Now let's look at some of the details on this booking here. If you close that out and scroll down, as you see, this is a 6 bedroom, 6 bathroom. It sleeps 12, okay? Then if you come on down a little farther, you have the descriptions of all the of this total resort. And if you say read more here up on the features, it'll tell you all about this particular house. It has 6 bedrooms, 6 baths. It sleeps 12. You have a private pool, hot tub, outdoors kitchen, barbecue, pool table, theme, bedroom, private balcony. And that's a reunion membership. We're not really concerned with that. And also down a little farther, it tells you about the different bedrooms. You have a total of 3 bedrooms that has queen beds, 2 bedrooms that has queen, and 1 that has a bunk bed, twins, and a double. Then come down a little farther, it'll tell you about the living area and the pool area. So you could filter all this information out and see if it's a good fit for your client. Okay. And if it is, the next thing you would do is you'll submit a quote, not a quote, but a proposal to your clients. So let's show you what that's going to look like, okay? This here is a proposal that I presented for one of my clients, and it's going to Orlando, Florida. And if you notice in the overview, I put all the information concerning this particular house. Over to your right, I did the trip overview, tell how many bedrooms and everything. This is a different the different proposal. I just had one available. I'm just showing you basically what it looked like. On this one here, the price of this house here was $3,743.73. They had a deposit due of $748.75. So I put all of this here for my clients to review once they receive this proposal, okay? And here I took pictures of the living room and I just copy and paste to get them an idea of what this particular house looked like. These are pictures of the living room area. The next area is the kitchen. Same thing, copy and paste all this information for the kitchen. Dining room. And then here goes some of the pictures of all the bedrooms. That's bedroom 1. I don't think I have all the bedrooms, but it just gave you a good idea of what the proposal would look like for the clients. This bedroom here, if you notice, it has the twin beds in here. So therefore, maybe they could put the kids in here, all of them in one room or whatever. This house is great for large families. When you have large families that want to go on vacations together, they can all get together and just enjoy this house together. This is what they call the theme room right here. This is for the smaller kids. And we also, for this house here, we have the game room area. This is something where all the family could get together and just have a good time. You see, you have the pool table. Then up here, you have the gaming area. And you have the gaming section right here too. This is like more like a family room for everybody to just come together and enjoy themselves. And here's the highlight right here, the pool. Everybody loves a pool. If you notice, the pool is screened in. You have your private area. So therefore, if your kids is out here playing, you don't have to worry about them running around, getting leaving the property and stuff, because everything is secure. You could just have someone out here just watching the kids and make sure they're safe. This is just a sitting area right here around the pool. And right here, I put all the amenities for this property here, because the reason I did all of this here, it might be a little bit over and above, but I like to make sure my clients have as much details as possible, making sure that all of their questions is answered by the time they look at the proposal, and they can make a wise decision whether they want this particular house for their family. And also right here for the place of interest, I put the distance from the house to like Disney World. It's like 8 miles from Disney World, 20 miles from Universal Studio. So that's another playing factor. If they have ideas of going to Disney World while they're there, they'll know how close they are to it. Okay. And the other thing I do for the links to book activities, I always put my vector link here, because if they're going to book some excursions or anything in the local area, why lose out on the money? So you could just put your link here and just tell them if they want to book excursions, they could just click on your link and go ahead and book everything they do. That's another form of income for you. Okay. So this is the way I do my quote right here. And I do have all the information that the client is requesting. And so once I send this proposal to them, they could review it, they could share it with their other family members. And once they do all of that, then they could come back and say, let me know whether they want it. Okay. So we're going to stop sharing here. And we're going to come back to the slides. And that's when I was saying the property research and selections. These are some of the things that you would do. You'll just narrow down the options based on the client preference, which is right here. That's the same thing I just did. I went through and found the different venues I want to look at. And based on the client size of the family and what they're looking for, I selected the house that I felt was the best fit for them. And that's why I sent that book in there for them. Okay. And the next one here. This is the link to consider. These are two of my favorite links. Top Villa, which is the one I just showed you. And the next one is Home to Go. I mean, we have several different links that you can select. And when you're trying to find properties for your clients, depends on where they go. The Top Villa, they have villas all over. There's so many different locations they have. They even have some in the Bahamas, and that you could just book on and send your clients there. I booked that a lot during the summer. The next one is the proposal, the presentation proposal, which we just reviewed there. It says present the client with a cultivated selection of vacation home options, along with a detailed descriptions, photo, and pricing information. We just did that, and the source I used for that was Travel Joy. So Travel Joy is not a requirement. It's just something that I love using because it maintains all of my quotes, all of my proposals. I'm able to even keep my credit card authorization form there. All the information on my clients is selected and saved into the Travel Joy. And then you provide the recommendation and insights based on your expertise and knowledge of the property. You discuss any additional service or amenities available, such as concierge service, housekeeping, or transportation arrangements. Give me 1 second. Okay, now the booking and the confirmation. Once the client has selected a vacation home, you initiate the booking process through the appropriate channels such as online booking platform or directly with the company property and management company. You verify the availabilities and secure the reservation and provide any necessary payments or deposit information. You'll obtain confirmation of the booking, including reservation details, check-in, and check-out procedures, and contact information for property owners or management company. With this one here, once the client come back and let you know that they approve your quote, you could go online. If you're going to use TravelJoy, you could go online and book your secure the booking online with them, or you have the option to call into TravelJoy and they would book it for you. They will need the main guest contact information and phone number, and of course you would have to pay that deposit at the time of booking. And what I normally do is, like, for instance, if they book it now and it's in February and they're not traveling to like July, we know that their final payment is due anywhere from 45 to 60 days prior. I will set up a payment plan. Let's just say if they have 3 months to pay on it, I set up a payment plan for them to be paying every month, and I will give them the final date for their final payment. Now, let's just say if the final payment is due May 20th, I would never give them the hard due date for May 20th. I would back it up and tell them their final payment is due on May the 10th. The reason for that is you will always, for some reason, I always have the problem with somebody not being able to pay on time. So if I give myself that grace period of 10 days, then I know I won't have to worry about it, but I dare not tell my clients, okay, your final payment is due on the 20th, to avoid having that problem. So make sure you do that. Okay, follow up and support. You provide the clients with confirmation of their booking and any relevant travel documents of instruction. Offer ongoing support and assistance leading up to the client's travel dates, addressing any questions or concerns they may have. Ensure the client has all necessary information for their stay, including direction to the property, contact information, and emergency procedures. Okay, before we go through this, let me back up a step. Before you take their payment for any travel that you do, make sure that you get a signed credit card authorization from all clients. Anybody that you're taking a payment from on their credit cards or whatever, you make sure you get the credit card authorization and you maintain it on your file, okay? So now back up this follow up and support. You make sure you as a travel agent, they will send you all the information and you will have to forward on to your clients, because normally I do not put my client information on as a point of contact. And the reason for that is because I want to know what's going on with my clients. I want to know that they got the right property information, they got the right contact information, they got the right emergency procedure information. So if they are sending it to me, I know my client is going to get it because I'm going to forward on to them. If they have any questions while they're traveling there, like I had one client that went to a location. They felt like they had the wrong code to get in the into the villa. The problem was the client. They went to the wrong villa, so they kept calling saying that they got the wrong code, and I was able to immediately get the vendor on the phone and talk to them and get the clients taken care of, which took less than 5 minutes. So if you make sure you have all the contact information, all the property directions and everything, you could take care of your clients without anybody stressing out. Okay, the post-stay and feedback. Once your client finish their vacation, you will follow up the clients after their vacation to gather feedbacks on their experience with the vacation home and overall satisfaction with the booking process. You use the client feedback to continuously improve your service and recommendation for future booking. This slide here, these are some of the other links that we could use for vacation homes that I mentioned earlier. So what you could do is you could pretty much Google vacation homes and try to find out who works with travel agents and contact them and try to set something up. Make sure you get your commission. So if you follow all of those steps in booking your vacation home, you're sure to hit the bullseye, because your clients would be satisfied and they will have their vacation home taken care of. Now we will bring Mr. Ron Hicks back and we'll be opening the floor for any questions that you may have. Mr. Ron, are you available?
That's it, boss. I'm here, Nora.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if you guys have any questions, if you could, please locate them over down in the chat box, and Ron and myself will be able to answer them for you. And we have a lot of seasoned agents on the line, so if you have anything to share, please do, because we would like to make sure all of our new agents get the good information. So if you guys have any information to share, please share it so the new agents can be taken care of as well.
Can you go
Um,
back to slide 4 with the website links, please?
yes, give me 1 second. Can you see that one? Is that the slide you was asking about?
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
Okay. Okay, so do we have any questions?
Anyone have any other questions?
All right. And the new agents, do you have questions?
Even if it's a question not about today, you may go ahead and ask those questions also about the training. If you just have a question in general, but ask
I
it.
see
We
a
try to
couple of,
get an answer.
Ron, I see a couple of questions coming in.
How do you ask it work with travel agents?
Usually what I would do is if I have to contact a vineyard, I just specifically ask them, do they work with travel agents for us commission wise? Most of them that I have been reaching out to have said yes, and they'll ask you to put in your information. They have a page that you can put in your information, and they'll ask for your auto number, and that is linking you back with Orchard Travel, so they'll know who to send your commission back to. When setting up payment plans, hold on.
I got it, Nora. When setting up payment plans through Travel Joy, you can't be under supplier, correct?
Yes.
If you are collecting the funds and paying the suppliers yourself.
Now, what I do at Travel Joy, once I send them their invoice will contain their credit card authorization form. It will have their payment plans. And once they do that, they will have to put their credit card in there. Then they will go back and authorize the payment. And once they authorize the payment, then I would go in and pay the supplier for them and send them the invoice, send them a receipt back.
Thank you. I'm a new agent and I'm wondering about flights. What is the best place to look?
The best place to look for flights, what I have found for flights that works for me is I call the airlines directly, because I had used a third party vendor before, and I had all kind of problems. So it was just an easy fix to call the venue. If you're going to use Delta, American Airlines, or whoever, I would suggest, me personally, call the airline directly and book the flight, take care of your clients like that. But someone else might have a better way that they find, but that was the easiest thing for me.
I'm saying it probably one easy way, especially if it's flights only.
And they asked, what site what you say, Ron? Sorry.
I would say the same thing, especially if it's just flights only. I would do the
Mhm.
same thing. Go directly to the airline I'm trying to use.
Okay.
What
And
site would you recommend for a group of 20 to 30 people?
not Top Villa has villas that will accommodate 20 to 30 people and more. You just go in and select how many people you want, and they do have villas that's big enough for that amount of families. Now, I had one large family that went down for Thanksgiving. They had a large family, but they preferred two villas. And the reason for that was because they wanted to put the younger crowd into one house and the older crowd that didn't want to party all night into the second house. But they do have them that was accommodate 20 to 30 people.
Do you know if there are any place you can go just for just transportation?
What kind of transportation are we talking about?
Are you mean like a rental car or just someone to pick you up from the airport and take you to your location? Rental.
Now, rental, Hertz, car rental works with travel agent, and they do travel agent rates. I have rented a van this past summer from Hertz, and I got some really good rates going from Georgia down to Florida. Okay, somebody want the travel agent rates for travel agent site for Topville. I send it to you just a second. Ron, will you please check the questions? I'm gonna try to get that link for the travel for Topville.
It's in there.
Huh?
I'm in there.
Okay. You getting the link for them?
I'm looking to see any more questions here. Any
Okay.
other
Give me one
questions
second. Mm-hmm.
that we may have missed? So far, there are none.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm putting the link for Top Villa in the comments. In the okay. Okay, so I don't have any more questions on this end, Ron.
How are you collecting commission when you book direct with the airline for your clients?
You could let's just say if you tell your clients it's gonna be $25 service fee, you can have them to cash app you or however way you decide to set that up. But that would be between you and your client to set that up. But I wouldn't charge a big service fee because you don't want to outsell the tickets on that. So I would do something like maybe $25 and just tell them I charge a service fee for doing the tickets for them. And my fee is like $25. They could cash out me or whatever means of payment that you have set up.
Anyone else have any other questions? If there are no more questions, Nora, first of all, I want to thank you for training today. That's an awesome training as always. Everyone go to the chat box and thank Nora and clap it up for her for awesome training today.
Thank you, Ron.
With that being said, no one has any other questions. What we would do now, we officially end this webinar. We want to thank you for joining us this evening. Have yourself a good evening. Good night, everyone.
Good night.